Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New Orleans Saints. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got an open man, it's Rhodes. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Carr now on 1st down. It is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And goal to go. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Saints 7. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
New Orleans.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on
now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Alvin Kamara.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And Jones has it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr to throw again. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Running with Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
First down, New Orleans.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
5-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
38-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. From midfield, here's Carr. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
43-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Taking down at the 43-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3rd down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. Counter play with Jacobs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Down at the 20-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones.
That's good.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I send the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him. On the return, Deontay Harris. And
it beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting him to shreds.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Caught on the right side by Jones. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now if we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
On 1st and 10, Carr. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
At their own.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it drops down incomplete.
Second and 10.
Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking long for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Saints.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, It could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Kamara. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
32-yard line.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
The tackle made
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3. And the Saints first down.
Now Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Carr now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Flushed out right. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. First down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
Kamara trying again. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age. But Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April. Had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games. And that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook, a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
Lutz with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 at the 42-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Now the 5th-year running back, it's Jalen Richard. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Brought down by
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr steps away to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Zach Bond brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now 4th down and 1.
This pass caught at the 4. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 11 yards there, first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And this is caught at the end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Now Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Raiders 27.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Looking long for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in the press. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's going to let it fly. But he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Raiders 20.
But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.